Okay, we are still using the same grade distribution, and we're still really under the shape. We're still describing the shape of our histogram, our distribution. And here we're going to do the quartiles. We're going to break our distribution up. Instead of cutting it in half with the median, we're going to do that 2 more times and cut it into 4 equal quarters or 4 equal pieces. So first we find the median, which we've already done. It was 73. Then we take the lower half, the stuff below the median. Notice here that I've already used up that 73. That was my median. So I just want just the stuff below that. And I'm going to cut that in half again. We call this our first quartile, or Q1, is the median of that lower half. So here I've got 10 data points. I want to go 5 and 5. So here's 5 and here's 5. If I had an odd number, then I would have 1 left over in the middle, and I'd just grab it and say, okay, there it is. I've got 1 left over. But I don't have that. I've got an even number. So I take the 2 in the middle and find their average. So halfway between 61 and 65 is 63. That's Q1, that's our first quartile. The median is known as Q2, that's the second quartile. The third quartile, we take this upper half, everything above the median, not including 73. Again, we have an even number, so we take the 2 in the middle, go halfway in between them, find their average, and there's Q3. That should say Q3 right there. That's a typo. So Q3 is 84.5. Now we can put all this together into what we call our 5-number summary. The min, Q1, the median, Q3, and the max. And now we've got these 5 numbers. Remember, here was our data set. There's our minimum. There's our maximum. Now this breaks our data set up into 4 equal pieces. So from here to here is 50%. 73 and above is half of the data. Between 73 and 5 is half of the data, 50%. Each of these, between each 2 numbers, is 25%. Between 84.5 and 98 is the top 25%. Between 5 and 63 is the bottom 25%. Between 63 and 84.5 is my middle 50% then. That's the middle half of the class. I've got 25% above them and 25 below. This is another measure of center. This is the middle of the class, this group here. When we draw box and whisker plots later, this will be the box. Everybody, of course, has taken standardized tests before. You should know what percentile, what that word means. If you're in the 90th percentile, that means you did better than 90% of other people. So this guy right here, Q3, is the 75th percentile because that's higher than 75% of the test scores. 63 was the 25th percentile. 73 was the 50th percentile.